hours of time, either on an afternoon or a weekend, you've got time to build some jumps. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from BudgetEquestrian.com, where I share different ideas with you for you to make the most of the time that you have with your horse. And today I wanted to share with you something that I made. These are 3-foot tall schooling standards made from pressure treated wood, and it only took me about 2.5 hours to make 2 pair of standards. These standards are 3 foot tall, but you could easily make them 4 foot or 5 foot tall with not much added effort or work. And I just wanted to put this video together today to show you it doesn't take a lot of time to build a couple of pair of schooling standards that you can put to use in a weekend. So now I'm going to show you how I did it.
So the first thing you'll need to do is figure out how long you want your jump standards to be, and then you're going to measure that off on your wood. These standards were 3 foot tall, so I had to cut off a little bit extra, but then I made each standard 3 foot long, so it will be 3 foot tall. And when you're making the cuts using a circular saw, you will have to flip the wood in order to get it to go all the way through. For these, it took me 3 cuts to get it through the wood. And the next step then is to mark off where you want your holes for your jump cups to be. For these standards, I made the holes every 3 inches, and then I just used a Sharpie. And after I marked where I would be putting the holes for my jump cups, and then I found a 1/2 inch spade bit, and that's what I'm going to be drilling the holes with. And after the holes were all drilled, then it was time to sand it. Even though this lumber is treated, it's still a good idea to sand it down so you don't have any splinters. And I just used an orbital sander with 80 grit sandpaper. The next step in this process is to take some 2x4s and you're going to cut them for the feet. And from the 2x4s, I can get 6 feet from each 8 foot long 2x4 at 16 inches long. And once I have it marked on the 2x4s, then comes the hard part of cutting the feet. And cutting treated lumber is a little bit harder than it is to cut regular 2x4 lumber. I just had to go slower with my cuts using my saw. And once I had attached the feet to the bases of my standards, then I sanded everything so there's no rough edges on the feet. And you don't have to do this last step, but I like it because it makes a finishing touch. I have a Dremel, so I just use the Dremel on the holes that I drilled for the jump cups just to finish them out. So these are the standards, all sanded, put together, and ready to be used. Don't have to paint them. I didn't caulk the bases. So these jump standards are ready to be used from about 2.5 hours after they were born. It's really simple to make these. They do cost a little bit more than the landscaping timber version, but I think you can see the bases are pretty snug. You can caulk them if you want to. For right now, I'm not caulking the bases, but I just wanted to put these together to show you if you have an afternoon and you wanted a project to do, you could easily make some jump standards and then be using them either later that afternoon or the next day.
Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sometimes on Saturdays too. Again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay passionate and enjoy your ride.